All right, we will now have a 2-minute closing statement from each of the candidates. Ms. Oaxaca.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. I really want to thank Mr. Loya and Mr. Quintanilla for being gentlemen in this race, for being good opponents, and for really delivering a very positive campaign to the community in order for us to get more folks out to vote. And that is what is important here, is that we don't turn off people, but we turn on people to the polls. And whether any of us out here becomes your next commissioner, I am going to be committed to work with everyone. As your commissioner, as a community leader, as a citizen from Socorro, as a citizen from this county. And that is what is important, that we all together join for a positive and progressive, proactive campaign season, and be courteous to one another and not distort one another's families or misinform the voters in order to get there. Because if you have the capability of playing dirty, then you're going to have the capability of being a dirty commissioner. And that is what people don't want anymore. They want to gain trust by actions, by leadership, by proactiveness, by faith. And that's why I thank you, Mr. Loya. I thank you, Mr. Quintanilla, because you have really put out yourself out there to turn on the vote. And that's what I want to do. Turn on the vote in a week, and may we all go out there, and we're going to be campaigning next to each other, and let the good old days come back where we used to share tacos, tripitas at the campaign, at the absentee voting booths, and lure the people to come out and vote for the best person to do this job.
First of all, I want to thank you, and thank the City Council, and thank the Socorro Police Department for putting this together. As you can see, we all have our own supporters, and we all believe in, as long as we stay focused and stay focused in the mission. And the mission is to bring equality to our community. Bring back what is well-deserved to our community. If we can stay focused and we can sit up here and not be stabbing each other, that makes you a good candidate. That means you're ready to work with the people. We can all get together. I get along with all of them. All of them. But my focus is, and it's been focused since I started my campaign, restore public trust. Because without the public, we cannot get elected. Without the public, we cannot continue our goals and our efforts. We thank you, the public, for reaching out to us. Regardless who your next county commissioner is, we need to support them. Whether it's somebody on my left or somebody on my right, I will stand to support them. Because it's talking about my community. They will represent my community. I know they don't have a chance against me. I will be the next county commissioner. So I ask them to support me. Because our vision is the same one. It's for our community. And as long as we can stay focused in our vision, we will prosper. Together. Not because we support this one or that one, because we support the vision. And that's to improve our communities. Thank you very much.
Representative Quintanilla.
Thank you, Jaime, and I want to thank everybody here for taking out their busy schedule to come out and be with us and listen to our rhetoric about why we want to be commissioners. So I often agree with Ms. Oaxaca in that I'm a golfer. I'm a golfer. When I play golf with somebody, I always know what type of individual they are by the way they play the game. If they play it fair and they do what is by the rules, it is always a great individual that I know I can depend on. I also know that, if an individual cheats and does, he's only cheating himself. And if you don't cheat me for a 1 10-cent bet, Judge Rohan, you know how we play the game. You must play by an honorable system. And I also believe that when you're out there, you must do everything with honor and respect your fellow men and individuals. I will never, never, I was the only one of you, all four of us here, that took a pledge not to do any campaigning, any dirty campaigning. I signed the pledge that was given to me at that time. Consequently, I do believe that I bring a lot to the table. In all my years, I have never had or been called on the carpet. I've already seen some of us individuals, or one of us individuals that's already taken a bite of the apple by going to Tornillo and offering to see what is going on in Tornillo. You were going to ask me a question about ethics. Well, ethics is very important in our community, and when somebody goes and gets promoted to try to do unethical things that are not within the law, it is pretty hard for me to understand that they will be a great commissioner. I do believe that I will bring the experience and all the knowledge that is needed to be the commissioner that the Lower Valley needs and should be lived in the Lower Valley.
Thank you, Representative. Mr. Perez.
Thank you very much. You know, what I will say is that the people of our community today in Precinct 3 are poorer today than they were 10 years ago. Poverty rates are higher today than they were 10 years ago. Our dropout rates in high school today are higher than they were 10 years ago, and is double the national average. And the reason why it is that we do not progress in this precinct is because we have had a history of leaders who disappoint us. Of leaders, as we have seen in the newspapers, who take advantage of the people. Of leaders in school districts who take advantage of children. Of leaders who take advantage of taxpayer dollars. And I am unapologetic. It is that I am going to hold those individuals accountable who have helped put in these leaders who have disappointed our community, because I feel that is why it is we are where we are today, and we are not progressing. So if I'm sorry if it is that I hold those individuals accountable, Mayor Gondara disappointed the people, Commissioner Gondara have disappointed the people, and the person who put them into office, I believe, will disappoint us as well. And so I'm unapologetic for that, because this community deserves better, and I intend to fight for these people that have been for too long taken advantage of by a cycle of failed leadership, and that's what I intend to change as county commissioner.
You're wrong.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time here. I appreciate that we're all civil.